Hi guys, welcome back. So today we'll be covering user interface. In last video we covered basic components which were view, text, image, input, scroll view, style style sheet we didn't cover. Okay, we'll cover the style sheet today as well. So so what are style sheet? So in React website we use CSS for styling, but in React Native we have to use this style sheet component to give uh, like for flex, padding, background, etc. So if we want to use style sheet, it is basically simple. It is like external CSS. So constant styles is equal to style sheet. You have to import this in the React Native. Okay, then style sheet has create. Okay, if you want to give, for example, for this view, this is internal CSS, you can say, or internal style. You want to make it as external style. Container colon. You can copy this and paste it here, and you can directly give a styles dot container. Okay, this is how style works is in React Native. Okay, so if you want to give internal style or multiple styles inside one style statement, you can make it as square bracket then comma curly brace. You can give whatever the size is, like contain line center, so you can give it here. Or if you want to have multiple style containers, then also you can have it like container one. Sorry, container one. You can go ahead and add like this styles dot container one. So this is how style sheet works. Okay, then we'll move to next. This was something we missed last time. So user interface. Okay, we have button and switch. Button is basically a button normal, how we use in other programming languages to have some action perform. Okay, button again, it imports in React Native. Okay, it is imported. Then we have to define on press section for that. So it will be like on press. These are arrow functions. We'll see this in later videos. Or you can say alert. Okay, and it is called here. So see here, learn more. If you click on this, you got on press learn more action. Right, this is all about button. Okay, in detail we can see, we'll see in later videos. Okay, then we have a switch. Okay, we can directly copy this switch from here. We have to paste it here. Okay, switch receives one parameter which is called value is enabled or disabled. So we can set that value here. You can see in code. We will directly copy paste and use state will import from React. Okay, and there is toggle function here. So okay, if we save here, we got this switch. We can enable disable based on like if you want to make it English to Arabic, Arabic to English, you can use this switch flag turn on and turn off switch. Okay, this is basic about switch. Then we have flat list and section list. Flat list we usually use to render direct data, which is like in array, and there are no sections in it. So we'll go with one example here itself. So we have data. and we'll use at least that list will import from React Native. Okay, and we have data, correct, and then we have to item, this one, sorry, not, then we have to import item here. Item is, okay, it is written in TypeScript. We are not writing in TypeScript right now. Okay, so Flatlist has two mandatory parameters, which are data in the render item. Render item is where you render what needs to be displayed in Flatlist. Okay, if we save this, we got this item, first item, second item, third item, and data is something where we pass a data source. For example, it will be ID, name, and this can be anything. Okay, so it is like it should be based in it should be array with objects or string, integer, id. Okay, so to access those, we can define that same in render parameter items, and we can, and those props will be received in title. So if you want here id, you can give id here as well, and it as id. Okay, or you can say you, okay, it is not coming. We'll change this. Okay, you got here id. Id is not visible. Okay, there is some style sheet, we'll see. It is just a font size. Okay, now we need to check why id is not visible here. Maybe it can be a common name for that. Oh, here we are passing id as a parameter. Okay, so you can go ahead and pass here id item dot id. Right, so it should work now basically, and correct this naming conventions. Yeah, this is working now. Yeah, correct, it is working now. There is one more way where we can do same. It's like passing item, but this is another way is passing item directly to item. 1 2 3. So it must give same output. Yeah, it is giving same output, so no need to pass individual id here. So if it is like custom component with specific ids, so you can go with a previous approach. But if you want all items inside this item, then you can do it as a shallow copy, so it will work same. Okay, then these are Android basic component and APIs. This is drawer layout in Android. So going further, we'll see this concept one by one. So for now, we'll go with description itself, like React Native drawer layout. The drawer typically in navigation is rendered in React Native view, and direct children are the main view. The navigation view is initially not visible on the screen, but you can pull it from the side of the window specified by the drawer position props, and its width can be set by the drawer width prop. So okay, we basically we don't use this in Android because we have one library called React Navigation. So in that we have navigation drawer. We usually go with that because it support both Android and iOS. Yeah, that's it. Android permissions. So this is also again more to third party libraries, or we write bridging header and we use for better accessibility. Because sometimes using this property, what happens is it takes permission initially when application is launched, but if you want to customize it to next level, like when you are uploading image for profile, so that time you need permission, so you cannot customize that here. So we go means basically I go with those using header or um, uh, by writing native code, and I create a bridge. Then I call permission, and then I request permission for user to upload photo or to take location access, etc. Same scenario. And this are like if you go with this Android component for API and iOS component for API, so you have to write conditional statements for means it should open in only in Android or only in iOS, like action sheet iOS. So if you go with this approach, this action sheet will only open in iOS, but it will not support in Android. Basically, developing a React Native application, both UI should be similar and both functionalities will be similar. So user experience will be good. Basically, we avoid using this drawer layout Android, permission Android, and toast iOS. Instead of that, we create our custom UI which supports both. And back button handler we handle for Android specifically because it is required, because iOS don't have back button. Okay, then these are like other components but which we use in React Native because they support both Android and iOS and it works smooth. So if you see activity indicator, if you want to go with basic activity indicator, you can just use this indicator like activity, and it will import in React Native. It will start loading here. iOS it will be a bit different, but in Android it looks like this. In other terms, you can use multiple indicators here, so it will look somewhat like this. But in iOS it will be like view will be different, view and feel of indicators. Most of the time while development we go with animation which is given by client, so we can manage it in both an Android and iOS for loading actually. Okay, this is activity indicator. Then alert we used here. Okay, the same alert, but yeah, animated. So this is like fade in fade out, so we'll try this fade in fade out on press. And animate we have to import here, and we have to import from. Okay, fade out doesn't exist because we didn't copy the fade out. Okay, now it is up. And do we require anything? Yes, we require view. Okay, style is missing. Yeah, style is missing here. Okay, fade in container, fade out, and button row. Okay, we'll add same here. Okay, this went fade out. If you click here, it will fade in. Okay, this is about animation. There are multiple types. We'll go this later in next videos while designing some application. Okay, dimensions are basically dimension get window width, window height. Means it will be device window width and device height. Okay, then keyboard avoid scroll view is basically to means whenever we okay, we'll see this. Copy. We'll move it later. Okay, this will import and avoid. Also it will import platform here. Okay, touchable feedback and keyboard. So touchable feedback and keyboard. Well done. Format this. Save. Okay, we have header and username. What will happen if we don't use scroll view is okay, commented out this, save. Okay, because this is in Android see this in iOS tutorial in future videos. So it basically what happens is whenever we open same view in iOS, then this header will remain here only, but keyboard will overlap all this view. To avoid that overlapping, we use keyboard overview keyboard avoid overview. So what will happen here is whenever we open any component here, so in iOS also we'll get same effect. Okay, it will not overlap the submit username header. It will we will actually move up and show us keyboard and submit button for same. Okay, so that is keyboard avoid view. This linking is like opening one website in URL, like opening any URL in now for example if you have telephone number and you want to directly open it in a dialer, so you can use this telecom tel SMS to open it in SMS, HTTP to open it in HTTP. Examples are given below. Okay, here those examples are. Okay, this open URL. So here linking is a linking open URL. So for example, if I copy this linking URL here and if I give it on what submit button does is nothing. Submit button doesn't do anything. So we'll make this as an arrow function. We'll give linking open URL and we will give here as google.com. Okay, and save here. Okay, might this require one more curly brace. Yes. Okay, linking is not imported, so we'll import it from React Native and save. So when we click on submit, okay, as this is simulator, it is not navigating to browser, so it will basically redirect to browser or any of the extension we are using, it will navigate to that extension. Okay, we can try this in real device. Then we have a refresh control for pull to refresh. Pixel ratios are something which gives you device pixel identity. If you are designing a complex view and you want pixel perfect view sizing, then you can use this actually. So you can assign height width based on pixel size and ratio. Okay, that's it for today's video. We'll in next video we'll cover next video we can cover fundamentals, React fundamentals like components, JSX, prop, state. We'll also see prop drilling in next video. Yeah, till then, thank you.